Welcome everyone to Spanish Lessons with Juan. Clases de español con Juan. Today we are having our third lesson, tercera lección, which is about plural nouns, masculine and feminine, sustantivos en plural, masculino y femenino. Parte 2. Part 2. Let's start. In the previous video, we learned that there is a masculine definite article for singular masculine nouns and a feminine definite article for singular feminine nouns. If you haven't watched this video, I recommend you to do it, because we are going to be using lots of vocabulary that we learned in the previous video, and this vocabulary will not have its translation into English, so I recommend you to watch the video. Spanish has specific definite articles for singular nouns and specific definite articles for plural nouns. The masculine definite articles for plural masculine nouns is los, and the feminine definite article for plural feminine nouns is las. We need to remember this. El is for singular masculine nouns, los is for plural masculine nouns, and la is for feminine singular nouns, and las is for feminine plural nouns. Keeping this in mind, we can now start with our first rule. If you have singular nouns that end with any of the vowels, a, e, I, o, u, you can have the plural version by just adding the consonant s, and then you get as, es, is, os, us. For example, la casa. This noun is a feminine noun. It ends with the vowel a. So if I want to have its plural version, I only need to add the consonant s at the end. So I get las casas. Because casas is a plural feminine noun, you need to use the definite article specific for plural feminine nouns. In this case, las casas. Here you have another example, el café. This noun is a masculine noun. It ends with the vowel e. So if I want to have its plural version, I only need to add the consonant s at the end. And also the definite article needs to change, because this is a definite article for singular noun. And now I need a definite article for plural nouns. So I get los cafés. If I have el menú. If I want to have its plural version, I only need to add the consonant s, and also I need to change the definite article, and I get los menús. What happens if the singular nouns already have the consonant s at their ends? So what happens if the singular nouns end with as, es, is, os, us? If you want to have their plural version, you need to do nothing. You do not need to change the noun. You will only change the definite article. So instead of using a singular definite article, you will use a plural definite article. For example, you have el lunes. It means on Monday. So this is one day, and lunes is a masculine noun, and as you can see, it already ends with the consonant s, and in this case with s. So if you want to have its plural form, you only need to change the definite article, and then you, instead of having el lunes, you have los lunes. And in this case, you are talking about many Mondays. So this is how you can get their plural version. Here you have another example. You have el paraguas. El paraguas, which means the umbrella. As you can see, paraguas already ends with as. So if you want to have its plural version, you only need to change the definite article. So you get los paraguas, which means the umbrellas. Pero there are exceptions to this rule, as usual. Here you have an example. You have the noun autobús. El autobús. You may think this noun already ends with us, so I only need to change the definite article. But in this case, no. You need to say los autobuses. Los autobuses. Why? It has to be with this accent that you have at the end. We will learn more about this one later, but just keep in mind that you will have this situation with these singular nouns that end with as, es, is, os, us, and they have their accent on the vowel. So later we will learn more about all these differences, but just keep in mind this exception. Now, we have ejemplo. Ejemplo. La mano. La mano. Its plural form will be las manos. Las manos. El mapa. El mapa. And its plural form, los mapas. Los mapas. El tenis. El tenis. Its plural form, los tenis. Los tenis. As you can see here, I only change the definite article because this noun already ends in its singular form. It already ends with is. Is. So I only change the definite article. And we have el miércoles. El miércoles, which means on Wednesday. Miércoles, this noun ends with es. So I only need to change the definite article, and I get los miércoles. Los miércoles, which means on Wednesdays. So let's continue. If the singular noun ends with the vowel E, but in this case the vowel E has the accent of the word, as we saw it before, here the vowel E does not have the accent of the word. But if the vowel E has the accent, and also if the singular noun ends with a consonant, Y included, you need to add es. So you will have es, yes, yes, and also any sound of a consonant plus s. For example, here you have el rubí, which means the ruby. In this case, rubí is a singular noun. It ends with the vowel E, but this E has the accent of the word. So I need to add es, and I get los rubíes, which means the rubies. We have another example, el rey. So here you have the consonant Y, so I need to add es, and I get los reyes. And la televisión. Televisión ends with a consonant, so if I want to have its plural version, I need to add es, and I get las televisiones. And something special happens with the consonant Z. whenever a noun ends with the consonant zeta, if you want to have its plural version, you need to write or pronounce ses, ses. And here you have this example. You have la actriz, la actriz. So actriz ends with the consonant zeta. This is a feminine noun. And if I want to have its plural version, I need to write las actrices, las actrices. Or el pez, which means the fish. This singular masculine noun ends with the consonant zeta. If I want to have its plural form, its plural version, I need to write ses, and I get los peces, los peces, the fish. Ejemplo, la flor, which means the flower. If you want to have its plural form, the noun ends with a consonant, in this case is R, and this noun is a singular noun. You need to add es, as we saw here, es. So you get flores, flores. And the definite article, here you have in its singular form. Now you have it in its plural form. Then you have la postal, la postal. And if you want to have its feminine, plural version, it will be las postales, las postales. Again, you see the consonant L. So if you want to have its plural form, you need to add es. Then you have here el profesor, el profesor. Its plural form is going to be los profesores, los profesores. El lápiz, the pencil. As you can see here, you have the consonant zeta at the end of the word. And so if you want to have its plural version, you need to write ses. Los lápices, los lápices. Let's continue. Something special happens with those plural nouns that are made of the repetition of the same singular noun. For example, if you have a singular masculine noun and another singular masculine noun, and both singular nouns are the same noun, the plural noun will be a plural masculine noun. If you have, for example, el primo, and el primo, if you want to talk about them as a group, you will call them los primos, los primos. This vocabulary, primo, we already saw it in the previous lesson, so I recommend you to watch it, because video by video, I'm going to be adding more and more vocabulary, and I'm not going to be repeating the vocabulary we already learned. I want you to study at home so we can go further every video. So, okay, we have another example here. El libro and el libro. If I want to talk about them as a group, I will call them los libros, los libros. El hermano and el hermano, they are los hermanos, los hermanos. El amigo and el amigo, they are los amigos, los amigos. So if all the nouns, here I only have two, but it can be 3, 4, 5. If all the nouns are singular masculine nouns, the word that is going to describe them is going to be a plural masculine noun. Now, what happened with the feminine nouns? What happened if 2 or more nouns are feminine? Well, the plural noun will be also feminine. For example, you have la prima and la prima. You get las primas, las primas. La mamá and la mamá. You get las mamás, las mamás. La hermana and la hermana, you get las hermanas, las hermanas. And la amiga and la amiga, they are las amigas, las amigas. So if the singular nouns are feminine, the plural one will be feminine as well. What happens if you have a singular masculine noun and a singular feminine noun? Which will be the nature of the plural noun? It will be masculine in its plural form. For example, el papá and la mamá. What are they? They are los papás. Los papás. So you have the singular noun, in this case el papá, and you get its plural form. So you get the plural masculine noun. And this is the noun that is describing dad and mom. If you have el padre and la madre, again, you take the the singular masculine noun, and you get its plural form. In this case, los padres. Los padres. Now you have el hermano and la hermana. They are los hermanos, they are hermanos, hermanos. And let's continue. If you have el amigo and la amiga, they are los amigos, los amigos. So if you see this noun, los hermanos, how can you tell whether you are talking about brothers, or if you are talking about a brother and a sister? You will know it by the context. So if the context is not clear for you, you can ask for more information, because the same noun is describing two different things. Also, you have los amigos. Los amigos. All is about context, and it's quite easy. Let's continue. Pero, there are exceptions to this rule, as usual. If you have this kind of nouns, el hombre y la mujer. We saw this kind of nouns in the previous lesson, so again, I recommend you to watch it. So, el hombre y la mujer. So, you may think, here you have el hombre y la mujer. So, because you have a masculine noun and a feminine noun, so its plural form is going to be los hombres. That might be the immediate conclusion. But in this case, no, it is incorrect. Los hombres does not mean a man and a woman. Los hombres, in fact, it means only men. Also, this situation happens with el marido y la esposa. El marido y la esposa. Husband and wife. So you may think, here I have again a singular masculine noun and a singular feminine noun. So if I want to describe them as a group, I will use the plural masculine form. And then you may say los maridos, which is incorrect. So you have exceptions to this rule, and I recommend you to watch the previous video, because you will learn about these specific nouns. So let's continue. Now, ejercicios. Let's practice. I'm going to be giving you sentences, in this case, sentences made of nouns, only nouns, and the definite articles. And I want you to predict its plural form. So let's start. The first one says, el rey y la reina. El rey y la reina. Its plural form is los reyes. Los reyes. Why? Because you have the the singular masculine noun, and you get its plural form, which is los reyes, and then this is the correct answer. Let's do another one. El abuelo y la abuela. El abuelo y la abuela. Its plural form is los abuelos, los abuelos. El doctor y la doctora, el doctor y la doctora. Its plural form es los doctores, los doctores. El bailarín y la bailarina, el bailarín y la bailarina. Its plural form es los bailarines, los bailarines. La hija y los hijos, la hija y los hijos. Its plural form es los hijos, los hijos. As I told you previously, it doesn't matter if you have two or more nouns. In this case, los hijos, and then here, la hija. So, because you have a masculine noun, the plural form will be a plural masculine form. Let's continue. Las tías y los tíos. Las tías y los tíos. Its plural form is los tíos, los tíos. El cantante y la cantante, el cantante y la cantante. Its plural form is los cantantes, los cantantes. Let's continue. ¿Qué aprendí hoy? What did I learn today? Today you learned several rules that help you to predict the plural form of singular nouns. I recommend you to watch this video again, and also I recommend you to watch the previous video, which was about singular nouns. And that can be a very nice exercise that you can do at home. Watch the second video, so every time you learn a new singular noun, try to predict its plural form. It will help you to start working on this subject. So, one of these important things that you learned today, los es el artículo determinado masculino en plural y las es el artículo determinado femenino en plural. Los is the plural masculine definite article and las is the plural feminine definite article. So let's continue. In our next lesson, próxima lección, we are going to learn how to introduce myself. Cómo presentarme. Parte 1. Part 1. So guys, it was a pleasure today to teach you this lesson. See you in our next video. Hasta pronto. Muchas gracias.